Hi, welcome to UNM IRB main campus. My name is Marcy Valencia and I am an analyst in the office. Today I have the pleasure of walking you through the elements that are necessary in order for you to submit your project to the IRB. First, I would like to start by introducing you to our office. Our office consists of 4 staff members. Linda Mayo is our director. Heather Savage is our senior analyst. And once again, my name is Marcy Valencia, and I am an analyst alongside Valerie Crooker-Flynn. If you need to reach us, we can be reached at 505-277-2644. Our email address is irbmaincampus@unm.edu, and our website is irb.unm.edu. So what exactly is the Institutional Review Board, or the IRB? An IRB is a committee that performs ethical review of proposed research. We must have at least 5 members that are sufficiently qualified through their experience and expertise, as well as have a diversity of members. Our diversity that we look for are the demographics. We must have a scientific, non-scientific, affiliate, and non-affiliate member. These committee members' purpose is to safeguard the welfare of our participants. IRB can make determinations such as approvals, disapprovals, require modifications, or monitor activity projects. We can also suspend or terminate approvals and investigate any allegations that are brought to our office. In order for you to submit to the IRB, the components would be that your project is actual research. Research is a systematic investigation designed to develop or to contribute to generalizable knowledge, including research development, hypothesis testing, and evaluations. The next component is you must have a human subject. A human subject is a living individual about whom an investigator is conducting research, obtains data through intervention or interaction, or previously collected identifiable information. We do have a tool on our website at irb.unm.edu, which is listed under IRB policies and guidances, and it is the IRB decision tree. That decision tree will walk you through the process of whether your project needs to be submitted to the IRB. The IRB also has what is called the IRB Submission Checklist. This checklist also can be found on our website under Guidances and Policies. The IRB Submission Checklist will include any documents that are needed to submit to the IRB office. That includes new projects, amendments, continuing reviews, closures, or if you're responding to modifications requested. In order to upload those documents should be uploaded into IRBnet. On that IRB submission checklist, we also include how those documents should be submitted, whether they should be submitted through a format of Word or PDF. We also have a document on the website, which is the IRBnet submission instructions, which will take a brief tour of the website now. So I'm going to stop really quick and I'm going to take you on a quick tour so we can find where those documents are located. Once again, our website is irb.unm.edu. And on our webpage, if you scroll down about halfway through the page, you're going to find these tabs. The home page is which we're currently on now, the submission forms and templates, the training, the IRB guidances and policies, a tab for researchers, IRBnet, and any kind of questions that we have, and our contact information, which I included earlier in this workshop. Under the IRB policies and guidances, under the document type, if you click on the downward arrow, you can actually go into either policies or guidances. The 3 documents that we talked about earlier are going to be under guidances. Those are the IRB decision tree, as well as the IRB submission checklist and the IRB net submission instructions. These are all listed in alphabetical order on the left-hand side. And if you click on them, it will take you directly to those documents. The next tab that you should get familiar with is going to be the submission forms and templates. If you click on the submission forms and templates, once again, you're able to categorize by clicking on the downward arrow under forms or templates. All of the forms that you will need to submit, which will be your project information form, your project team form, your scientific review form, will all be found under this tab. The templates will include your protocols, your consent forms, some recruitment information, or any kind of advertisement that you may have. If we come back to the main page for the IRB, there are some color-coded boxes here. You can request a consult with our AFBIS, and that can be done via email, that can be done in person, we can do a Zoom meeting, or we could do a phone consultation. Also, any kind of events that we have coming up, we do offer workshops every semester. We offer one session in the mornings and one session in the afternoons at the beginning of each semester for fall and spring. Any of those events will be listed under this tab. We also have a tab for researchers. When you are submitting to our office or you have any kind of questions when it comes to intake, our pre-review, or our review process. Once again, that website is irb.unm.edu. The documents that you need to submit to our office, which we just looked at under the forms and templates, are going to be your protocol. Your protocol is going to be a document that is developed by you, the researcher, to describe your research design, to tell us about the procedures for your project, how you're going to recruit your participants, what your informed consent process is going to look like, your privacy and data security, and any kind of risks or benefits. Your consent form is a voluntary agreement between you, the researcher, and your participants. It is a process in which the participant gains their understanding of what the research is and any risks that are included. The information in the consent form has to be presented in a clear and understandable manner. We do ask that your understandability level or reading level is at an 8th grade or lower level. Your data collection, those are going to be any kind of documents that you, the researcher, use to collect data for your analysis. For example, any kind of surveys or questions, any kind of interviews, scripts, any kind of focus group prompts. The general rule is that if you are a participant and you are going to see or hear anything, that needs to be approved by our office in the IRB. Our criteria for approval include that the risks are minimized, your risk to benefit ratio are reasonable, your subject selection is equitable, and your informed consent is obtained and documented if applicable, your data is monitored appropriately, your privacy and confidentiality is adequate, and your appropriate safeguards for vulnerable populations are met. We do have 3 distinct review tracks. We have our federally funded minimal risk, which is reviewed under the 45 CFR 46. Those can be either an exempt or expedited category, and those are reviewed by a minimal risk reviewer. Our non-federally funded minimal risks are reviewed under the equivalent protections for our criteria for approval that we spoke about. Those are also reviewed by one minimal risk reviewer. We then have our greater than minimal risk. These can be either funded or not funded. We apply all federal regulations to these, and these must be reviewed by our full review board. What exactly is considered to be minimal risk? The definition of minimal risk is that the probability and magnitude of harm or discomfort anticipated in the research are not greater in and of themselves than those of ordinarily encountered in daily life or during a performance of routine physical or psychological examination or testing. Once you submit to our office, you will receive a determination letter. That determination letter may be a straight approval from the IRB. It may be a letter requesting modifications being made to your project in order for us to obtain that approval, or the IRB can disapprove your project. We also can make a determination that could be considered that your review is, IRB review is not required. Maybe it's not considered to be human subject research. Either way, you will receive an official letter from IRBnet via email. So please make sure that you do check your junk mail, because if you've not received any information from IRBnet, sometimes those letters tend to go into your junk mail. We also have a post-approval monitoring. This is a proactive monitoring of your research. It's conducted by the IRB staff on a regular basis using a systematic method to monitor compliance with IRB approved research protocols. We also do our post-approval monitoring, or our PAMs, and these reviews are used to identify areas for improvement and suggest recommendations based on existing policies or procedures. We do have tools for these also on our website, and those are the self-assessment and the monitoring compliance tools. I want to thank you for joining us on our Elements workshop and watching this video. If you have any questions, once again, please feel free to contact our office at irb.unm.edu. You may request a consult, or you may email us at irbmaincampus.unm. Thank you once again, and have a great afternoon.